The Big We works with the people of the community and invests in the land and local entrepreneurs. Most notably, they have been behind the restoration of the historic Claiborne Temple in downtown Memphis after the devastating arson fire last year. To talk about the latest on those efforts and projects in 2026, we are joined by Anasa Troutman and Rachel Weathers this morning. Thank you for being here.
Of course, we love coming to be with you always. Thank you for having us.
Yes, okay. Can you give us an update?
Yes.
There was an arson fire, man nobody recognized.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did have 3 fires last April. The Claiborne fire was the last one. The first 2 were at my personal home and at our family land in East Tennessee. So we're still under ongoing investigation to figure out about that, but we have earnestly started the efforts of rebuilding Claiborne Temple. That is right now our #1 goal. We will not stand for this kind of violence in our community, and we will reopen the doors of Claiborne Temple. So I spent the rest of my year last year raising money, activating our development team. So we're in pre-development mode right now, thinking about the design. We have a lot of exciting things happening on the Claiborne front. It's really been so beautiful how many people have showed up for us and let us know that they're with us and that they also are not going to take this and that they are also going to make sure that Claiborne is reborn. It's really, really been beautiful.
And then you have an important date coming up. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know, every year we celebrate the sanitation worker strike at the Big We with our big festival. It's a 2 months full of events between February 12th and April 16th, which is the dates of the strike. And our first event is on February the 15th with our community sing, which is my favorite event because folks come together and just sing, even if you feel like you can't sing. I used to joke, like, if you're a Mahalia Jackson or Mahalia Jackson, you can still come and sing.
You said Mahalia?
Mahalia Jackson.
Like, as an N, no. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Like, not no. I'm dead. Right? So, okay, talk to us about, Rachel, In This Place, that program. It's all part of this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so this year's In This Place is called This is Memphis.
Yes.
And I'm here with the Big We as the artist in residence creating a documentary about the future of Memphis, the creative economy, and how important and impactful artists and the arts are.
Talk to me about that process and some of the things you've seen that stick out.
Since being here, since October, the community is so strong. That is something that I see every event I've gone to with the Big We or just on my own. It's the community that is really, it's incredible. And just seeing how much just a backbone the creative forces are here. Yeah.
Wow. And so you're like calling people up and saying, hey, can you be part of this? And then chronicling things in real time. Is that how that's working? Or
A bit. And so I've worked with the NASA. We've actually hand-selected people, put them in place. And really what this project is about is the future. So we're talking with people of right now about what they're doing and what the future looks like.
Wow. And you want to say something?
Yeah.
Please.
Well, I think one of the things at the Big We that we talk about a lot is how important creatives are to the future of the Memphis economy. And our work has really leaned into building resource and infrastructure for that creative economy. And so, you know, between myself and Taliba, who was here yesterday, who is also on our team, like, you know, she and I are very tapped into the creative community here. And we were really intentional about who we wanted Rachel to talk to be able to understand from their point of view, both the history, but mostly the future of Memphis and the creative teams. Yeah.
Wow. And then, you know, with the sanitation workers, that the Claiborne Temple is where they made the I Am a Man sign.
That's right.
It also shows the connectivity between black and white people because it was a white church that. Yeah,
well, the pastor was white, but it started off as Second Presbyterian. So y'all know the big church out in East Memphis. That church started in downtown and became Claiborne Temple in the 50s. But the thing that we really lean into is King's call for a multiracial movement. And so we are working to bring folks across, you know, race, class, gender, all those differences together to be able to think about, like, how do we tell a new story for Memphis, right? Because if you think about I Am a Man sign is the most poignant storytelling that has ever existed in this city, right? That is
anywhere.
A multitude of storytelling in just a few little words. And so we really are bringing forth that conversation about storytelling with the conversation about the future of the economy and really creating a strategy to bring the creatives to the forefront of that creative story for the city.
I'm getting a wrap. Tell me why people need to come to In This Place.
They need to come to In This Place to experience what we envision the future being.
Right.
Right.
Rachel's film premieres on April the 16th.
Okay.
At Crosstown, we have a beautiful partnership with Crosstown this year. Rachel's staying at Crosstown, and also her film will premiere at Crosstown. And then also the other event y'all should know about is the State of the Arts, which is our annual bringing together of artists and art lovers to talk about what is happening in the art scene, and that's April the 6th at the Mosh Giant Screen Theater.
Okay, all the things. Thank you so much, Rachel and Anatha.
Of course.
It's
Thank
very
you.
hard work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Straight ahead, the winter storm last week continues to impact much of the greater Memphis area. We're going to talk with the shelter manager of a rural animal rescue who is not only focusing on the pets and the care, but how to move forward after several structures were damaged.